growing up as a generation kid, growing up as a Gen X kid, we like to sleep in tents. And they made some really cool, maybe even stupid tents for kids. I know it sounds boring as crap, but let's take a look at them. Hello guys, it's me, Junkman, coming back at you, and we're going to look at toy tents, I guess you call them. I guess not, are they technically toys? Play tents, I should call them. Sometimes they even hooked onto your bed. I never had one of those. I did have a few tents growing up. Some of them more real tents, and then there was some that was more pop culture related tents. Them are the ones we're going to look at today. And they were great. You have a friend over, you get in a tent and just sleep out. I don't remember ever sleeping in it. I remember putting it up like in my room or something, and maybe kids would come over, one or two. You couldn't fit many of these tents, and I think it would fall over or just get boring within like 3 minutes. So I can't remember ever playing with these, but I remember seeing these a lot in the catalogs and stuff, and it seemed like everybody at least had one or two of these growing up. So let's look at these pop culture tents. Batman and Robin. Ugh, that's worse than Batman Forever. If I had a kid that liked this movie, I'd put him in the tent and then staple the tent shut so he can't ever get out again, so no one ever have to see my stupid kid. But then they also made Sesame Street. This kid looks even too old for it there. Sesame Street with Big Bird. Does anybody like Big Bird? I can't stand Big. Even as a kid, I didn't like Big Bird. He's tall, creepy, always rocking out with his beak out. Ugh. Give me Grover. I'll take Grover over Big Bird any day. And we have another one. We have Batman. Another Batman one here. Batman and Robin. Look at that little kid. He's taller. He's smaller than a tent. It's always good. It's bad when you outgrow your tent. You're too tall for it. But he's got one. This is more 90s also. See? We can dig into the 90s also. We can also look at this right here. Space Command Play Tent. It's a little Martian... Mars base, little Mars base. Sorry you didn't see it there. Hook it onto your bed, it looks like. It's a weird looking bed. And you get that like you're inside of a base on Mars. I like that. That one's kind of cool. As a kid, I would have liked to have that one. I was always into space stuff. That would have been kind of neat to have. And we have another space one, Dream Machines Space Shuttle. Oh, you can get in there. And I don't know, you can be like, oh, we're blowing up in the atmosphere. Oh, man, the 80s was great. Oh, Matt, there's he's saying bye to his mom. Mom, you'll see me tomorrow. Go with throttle up. Okay, too many jokes. Okay. Then we have Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now, there's a kid that's too big for the tent. See, he's a lot taller than a tent. This is more of a tent you're going to lay down. Maybe you can sit in it and cross your legs. We call that sit Indian style. I know you new kids, you millennials or Gen Y, whatever you call it, y'all call that sitting crisscross applesauce. No, it's sitting Indian style. Indian style. That's how the Indians sit. That's how we sit as kids. There's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And how about this? Jurassic Park. The Lost World. Ugh. But there we go. Jurassic Park, The Lost World vehicle play tent. Back in the 90s again. And look at him. Got a little steering wheel on it. Ugh. Doesn't even look like the Jeep. I don't know about this. It's stupid. And we have Fraggle Rock. At first I thought it was some kind of Cocoa Pebbles thing. Fraggle Rock. Is that Uncle Mac? It looks a little odd, Uncle Mac. But I guess it is Uncle Mac could get in there. It just seems like an odd cover for the tent. I don't know. Put them dozer. There's a dozer at the bottom down there. Remember the trash heap? He was like Jurassic Park with the trash. Remember trash heap? Wasn't he wise? I guess it was a he. I don't know if it was a he or not. Trash heap. Was it he? I never saw his genitalia, so I'm not really sure. Trash heap. And then we've got, oh, you guys out there love your WWF wrestling. And there we go with the Hulkster. Man, there. And look at the other guy down the bottom, Roddy Piper. I know it's not Roddy. Put in the comments. I just like screwing with you guys. Sometimes you fall with it, sometimes you don't. We all know that's the Ultimate Warrior. And we have Thundercats. A lot of you guys out there dig on Thundercats. There we go, right there. And that's a two-man tent. You got one sits in the cockpit. And you got another one stands up in the back. And it looks like they both can sit in the cockpit. Where you lay down to sleep? I don't know. I wasn't into Thundercats. And then you like something a damn girl would have. Let's move on. Oh, now this would have been a cool one to have. I didn't know about this one. The A-Team. And they always put damn Mr. T in the center. I know he's a big star, but I like Murdoch. There's Face. There's Hannibal. Where is Murdoch? Where's my Murdoch? Oh, and his dog. Remember Murdoch's dog? I remember that. He could at least put Amy Allen on there. Maybe they're on the other side. Maybe Decker's on the other side too. Decker. Okay, let's move on here. G.I. Joe. Look at that. It looks like some kind of tank. Yeah, vehicle play tent. Get in there and act like you G.I. Joe. Whoa, I'm killing some Nazis. Well, I guess he ain't. What did he? Oh, I'm killing some cobras. Ain't that the bad people in G.I. Joe? Never really watched G.I. Joe. I know about it. I never really got into G.I. Joe. Sorry about that. My brother had a big, tall G.I. Joe. I like touching his fuzzy beard and rubbing his hair, but other than that, I never really got it. I did have one talked about for a little most. Okay, I'm talking too much. Let's move on. Goosebumps. Back to the 90s house with a house of ghouls. This one sounds like something you might want to play with at Halloween time. Goosebumps. You 90s kids, y'all love the Goosebumps. I'm here trying to watch it with my kids. You know, it wasn't in the 90s. Trying to watch it. Oh, this is stupid. I think my kid was like 2 years old. Like, that's stupid. And I was like, yeah, turn this crap off. Then we have Alf. Alf Fun Tent. That's not a play tent. That's a play tent also in a fun hut. Sorry, fun hut. I was going to say it's not a play tent, it's a fun hut, but I see now it's a play tent. Bed. Hooks onto your bed right there. I never liked those hooked onto the bed. You couldn't feel like you were on an adventure. You're on your bed. That's where you're supposed to be. Then we have, back to Jurassic Park, the original right there. I don't know. They could have done better. Make it look like maybe I guess that's kind of boring. I was going to say make it look like the main building of Jurassic Park or something, but I guess it's supposed to be a cage with dinosaurs. It just doesn't. They could have just done better somehow. But check this out. I hit the wrong button. Don't check that out. Check this out. Well, I hate Mondays. And I hate Garfield. Look at this crap. There's only two people that like Garfield. Fat girl's named Rebecca and my buddy Russ. Well, let's move on to this one right here. Ninja Turtles Playhouse. And it looks like somewhere you buy a pizza. It looks like some kind of pizza joint. I never got into Ninja Turtles either. They were before my time. And I would be like, why don't you like Ninja Turtles? I was like, well, by the time Ninja Turtles came out, I was kind of getting out of stuff. I just missed the boat a little bit. I don't hate it. Just never got into it. But I tell you what, Ninja Turtles seem to love pizza. So they seem okay to me. I love pizza too. Michelangelo loves a pizza. Michelangelo, D'Angelo, Santangelo, and all the other Angelos and the Ninja Turtles, they love them. Look at that kid with his orange shirt on. Then we have Transformers. Look at that. That kid's fitting to transform into a play tent. This is some nerdy crap. Let's be honest. You can like Transformers all you long. I'm not talking bad about the Transformers. Let's be honest, it's some nerdy shit. If you went over to your friend's house, you'd be like, hey, my friend just might be a nerd. Look what he's got. That's some nerdy crap. Then we have Mask. A lot of you guys like Mask. I missed the boat on Mask too. But there it is. It looks like a damn ice cream truck. Oh, that's what I want. A tent Mask ice cream truck. I don't know about you, but then we've got another damn Batman. They made a lot of Batman tents. Batman tent right there. What is this? The animated series is back. Batman play. Ain't much I can add to that. Some of these I can't really add much to. Then we have. Is that the same damn kid? Damn, somebody's daddy or mama works for the tent company. We got Batman Returns, Slumber Tent. Slumber, that makes it like a slumber party. Like you have a party in there. You ain't gonna get more than 2 people in there. Maybe 2.5. You might get 2.5, 2 3/4 I can see. But no, you're not having a party in that thing. And Batman Returns. Now I've grown to like Batman Returns a lot more. When it came out, I was like, but it's Batman Returns. Then we have Star Wars, Pod Racing. Of all the stuff to Star Wars, why we get this crap? Make it the Cantina. Make it the Death Star. I don't know if you can make a round tent, but you can do a square Death Star. I won't care. You can make it the Falcon. Yeah, the Millennium Falcon. You can do a lot of cool stuff. No, we got Jabba the Hutt presents Pod Racing. Of course, it's 1999, so it's the Phantom Menace. It's Anakin. Saboba. Crap. And look at this. So much Dick Tracy crap. They really wanted this movie to be something big. They was like, oh, this is going to be the next Batman. No, it's not. It's the next Ishtar. Batman, Dick Tracy. I didn't like looking at it. And how about this? He-Man, Masters of the Universe. Now, they could have made this look more like Castle Grayskull, but at least it has Castle Grayskull on it on the front of it. It has a little swinging flap. They didn't have doors on it. They had swinging flaps. That looked like Castle Grayskull, so I'll let this pass. Castle Grayskull. And that's got at least 2 kids playing with it right there. That's good to see. And, oh, I didn't know about this one. You got Cooter's Garage. Yeah, Cooter. Didn't you like to play with Cooter? I loved to play with Cooter as a kid. The Dukes of Hazzard Playhouse. Look at them good old boys. Oh, they never meant no harm. I know they've been in trouble with the law probably since the day they were born. He even had the girl. Is that she playing like Daisy Duke? And if I was them 2 boys, I'd be like, go put them cut-off blue jean shorts on. Who's the girl with the Daisy Dukes on? Who's the girls with the Daisy Dukes on? There we go, the Dukes of Hazzard. But believe it or not, that's like 25, maybe 26, I might count it wrong. 25 playable tents, play tents. You get in with your buddies, hang out back in the Generation X era, some into the 90s. Hell, maybe you're 20 still playing with these tents in your bedroom. Yeah, I hope not. Let me know, did you have any play tents as a kid? What were they, if you had them?
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.